Getting clean is the worst my brain's ever felt, and I'd do it again tomorrow. I spent nearly a decade on heroin and ketamine, and I can tell you the easy part was getting off the drugs. Years after, I felt absolutely nothing. No drive, no motivation. I honestly thought that I permanently broke something in my brain. So it turns out that they have a name for this. Your brain has dopamine receptors, the D2 type. Years of abusing drugs floods it with a massive amount of dopamine, forces your brain to strip out its own receptors to protect itself, especially when you take things to extremes like I did. So when you finally quit drugs, it turns out that your body's completely burnt out its own receptors, and those normal levels of dopamine that you're feeling have nothing to catch it at all. And what we end up finding post-recovery is the simplest of tasks turn into a monumental effort. Addiction specialists call it PAWS, post-acute withdrawal syndrome, and what they're talking about there is the brain fog, the flat mood, and the zero motivation. If you're in recovery and you're suffering with this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And the reason why this is so dangerous is because of its onset time. It doesn't normally raise its head till months or years after you've got clean. People end up relapsing, and not because they're weak, but because they think this is the normal baseline for recovery. They think that flatness that they're feeling now is what they're going to feel like for the rest of their life. Reaching for functional fixes like Adderall or caffeine, and those roads only lead back to addiction. But here's the part that saved me. Those receptors can grow back, but it's a hard, well-earned process. The UCLA ran a brain scan study on meth users in recovery. In this study, they compared two groups. The group that trained for 8 weeks were able to increase their dopamine levels significantly compared to the control group that didn't increase their levels at all. So from this study, we know that there's a way out of this. Getting off that substance, that was the easy part. This here, the rebuild, that's where recovery actually starts. So from my experience of going through this, I've been able to build a protocol that does exactly that. It rebuilds your focus, your dopamine, without falling into those old relapse traps. Comment recovery below and I'll send you the protocol.